Hello everyone, Cypher here, and I want to talk about something that I actually have, you can say it's a bit of a passion of mine, side hobby, whatever. And this is really something I'm really into somewhat. Besides just playing video games and doing my work and a whole bunch of other stuff, this is something I do a bit of research, thinking about it. It makes me really think about who I really am, in a sense. And I'm talking about is the world of the paranormal. Now, for some of you that may not know what paranormal is, pretty much just in simple terms for it, you can say is hauntings. You know, anything that involves with anything that goes bump in the night. There's another way you can say it also. Of course, when I say hauntings, of course it means, okay, ghosts, poltergeists, possessions, you know, a whole bunch of stuff that can go in that department. Another area I also can say is for stuff that you cannot truly explain. And that's actually what the paranormal means. It's something that's not normal, that you cannot explain. And of course, that by saying that, it means, of course, like Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, cave trolls, gremlins, leprechauns, stuff like that we cannot explain by modern science. So it's in folklore, legends. The paranormal is partially tied into the parapsychology world. Now, psychology, if you know what it means, is the study of mind. So you go parapsychology, and that means the study of the abnormality of the mind. Something that, you know, it's like you're sensing this, but yet modern science cannot depict it. It's like it's in your mind. Something's abnormal of the processing power, whatever you want to call it. All right. Now, my experiences with the paranormal, I would say started back in 2001, but I didn't realize it until about 2003. So it's been quite a bit of time. So you're talking about over 10 years ago, I had my very first paranormal experience. And it was on a trip with a group of friends. We were going to visit an event that was happening in Virginia at the time, and we said, oh, we're going to stop at these places like Washington D.C., cave system that's in Ohio, right? But I think maybe in like Lower Pennsylvania. But one of our first stops we had to do was stop at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Now, if you know what Gettysburg is, it's the site of one of the most bloodiest battles of American Civil War between the North and the South, where thousands and thousands of young and old, pretty much just men, just died because of what they believed. And you know, it's heartbreaking. You know, you hear and you have to go to this place and everything, but it's like, you know, it's just, you know, for being an American, it's a very historical place to go to. And my group went to one of those sites that are in Gettysburg, known as Devil's Den. Now, I want to state is this was like mid-July, if I remember right, and it was dry, dusty outside. The Gettysburg didn't really get any rain before then. So I think I feel a headshot bonanza coming on. I was walking along the path, there's other tourists there, and I noticed something that was about my height level. It was grayish brown haze. At first I think it was dust. Now, back in 2001, I was about 5'7" in height, so it's just a little bit shorter than where I am right now. But I was like, okay. And I thought of it, and I got like, oh, that's really interesting. Probably was just dust, whatever. 2003 comes along, I saw a show that spoke about someone seeing something just like that, but it actually was a ghost of a Confederate soldier. Of course, Confederate soldiers wore gray and a little bit of brown, too. It was like how dusty and dirty they got, especially, you know, that was their one clothes they wore. They didn't switch out.
Alright, somebody go
so,
clear the stairs here.
After hearing that, I was like, oh my goodness, I saw a ghost. And that sticks with me for the rest of my life, because that's actually relatively freaking awesome. Excuse me. Well, I always like to state is that a lot of shows have helped me get into it more and really started coming up with my own little ideas and thoughts on why things happen. One of them was based out of the UK, and I'm not sure if the show is on online, you know, it's being aired and everything because it's in the UK. It's not here in America anymore. So, if any of my viewers are based in the UK,
in one single step, batteries included.
can you stay like if the show's still on or not? Because this show was really cool, and the show's name was Most Haunted. Now, I think it was about 2004, 2005 range. They came over here to the States to do some investigations, and some of them were actually pretty impressive because I knew about them from other shows that have done investigations there, so I kind of had an idea, oh, they're probably going to deal with this and that, and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. But one of them was really impressive. It actually was on the ship known as the Queen Mary, which is docked, permanently docked in California, I believe. Okay, yeah, but there's still a whole bunch of ghost stories on that, of course. It's cool. You say, oh, it's a ghost ship then. Yeah. But one of them involved a little girl who supposedly died on the on the ship during some point in time during its career, and she's seen in the first class swimming area. Now, the pool in the first class area is molten straight in water. The reason I state that is the group was there investigating it. They found wet footprints coming out of the pool and walked around it and then disappeared. If that's not freaky, I don't know what it is. Then shortly after that, the host, she had her hand grabbed by this little girl. Of course, the little girl's not being seen or anything. It's just that presence, like, oh, you're being someone grabbing your whole hand. So if you had like a little child or anything, or you had like a sibling or cousin, and they always grab the hand like they want that protection, that's what happened.
Big explosion!
Cool.
Big success!
Another show that I used to watch, I know it's supposedly still on, no, but unfortunately I can't watch because somehow my TV service screwed up the channels line up for where I have it, so I was like, you idiots. It's called Paranormal State, and it's a group of college students from Penn State University who founded a group called the Paranormal Research Society, or PRS. And they go from classic, normal haunts, dealing with, like, oh, I have something go up on the mic. Yeah. They're actually dealing with good versus evil. You know, powers of the light versus the powers of the darkness. Of course, darkness being demons, the devil. And I think there was at least 3 to 4, maybe 5 investigations, cases they had to deal with it. And it was like, wow. Made you push your faith. It was fun. Now, these last shows I'm going to mention, I know they're on the air. The first 5, 6 of them are on the Sci-Fi Network, and the last one is on the Travel Channel. And the ones on Sci-Fi Network are Destination Truth, Ghost Hunters, and its little off-series, Ghost Hunters International, Ghost Hunters Academy. Then there's also Fact or Fiction, Paranormal Files, I believe it is, and also there's a whole Paranormal Witness. Now, definitely Ghost Hunters series, there's one Ghost, but the other 3 are devoted to stuff that is paranormal, something that we cannot explain. It could be ghosts, it could be the Yeti, UFOs, and actually it's pretty impressive stuff that they actually show. And a lot of these shows are coming back season after season because people are interested into it. That's what I'm kind of doing this kind of talk about. Now the ones on the Travel Channel is Ghost Adventures, and that's actually a 3-man group, and that's it. No professional film crew right behind them or anything. It's just them, cameras, sound equipment, and that's it. They may call in a few other investigators, may help them out. And they go pretty much mainly in the United States, but they've done a few, at least 1, maybe 2 that have been outside the country. One was in England, and another one was in Venice on an island, literally you could call it the Island of the Dead. And if you know what the island is, good. If not, I'm going to try to pronounce this as best I can. I know I'm probably going to butcher the name a little bit, but it's called Bavaria Island. And literally, I would just say this island is called the Island of the Dead because when the Black Death was going on, they sent the bodies out there to be burned, or put the people that had the plague on that island to die, and they would burn them. So pretty much the whole island's covered with the ashes of the dead, and then of course other things happen. Yeah. All right. Now, the paranormal really, it is a very interesting field. Now, I know this is a very sensitive topic for those, it's either your culture or your religion or your own beliefs. You don't have a religious foundation to what you believe. So you're one of those really open-minded type ones out there, which I know you're out there. There's nothing wrong with it. And honestly, I'm not stepping on any toes. I'm not trying to start any kind of, kind of war here. But honestly, this is you really have to open your mind up. Now, of course, this is Halloween, and I know it's like the timing's kind of interesting on this. But the reason is according to those who are in the paranormal research field, believe that Halloween is the most active time of the year when paranormal activity will be at its highest, because according to lore and a whole bunch of other stuff, this is supposed to be the time of the year when the bridge, or you can say the barrier between the world of the living, us, and the world of the dead, the spiritual realm, is at its most thinnest. Those spirits are able to crisscross between the two realms with no problem. Of course, also supposed to be the time of the year too, or time of, actually time. Like one supposedly it's like 3 o'clock, which is called the witching hour, and it's also that's supposedly for Catholics. It's supposedly that's the time when Jesus Christ supposedly died, and that's when supposedly the gap between living and dead was actually at its weakest. And it's a whole bunch of things to it. There's a lot of stuff behind it.
You can fire drunk.
Now, of course, when you're speaking about demons or stuff, you gotta be really careful about it, because you can actually provoke them, and not a good idea to do. I learned that from the Paranormal State show.
Hey, it's Rick Tobin's brother.
Makes you you're trading on the nice deal. And I will definitely be doing a second video on this, and it will be released either on All Saints Day or All Souls Day, one of the two. So it's basically a day or two after this. So, and I will be really getting into more of the nitty-gritty about the paranormal. What, in my opinions, what are things that cause and happen a lot to these events. Alright? And I hope that you do actually decide to actually watch it, because it's gonna be really. Now this is interesting. Alright? Of course, you don't watch it. Oh well. But at least I hope you say, "Hey, you're interested in this film? Hey, check this video." This is pretty cool. I'm asking for the views a little bit because it helps me keep me entertained and do something. Right? Besides just working and play video games. And one last thing I will state is that at least once a year, sometime during this month of October, I will be releasing another video about something paranormal, something that I gained in a year's time frame. Year's chance I will. Well, thank you for watching and listening to this video. The video in the background is just simple zombie footage from a game I was playing with my friends, so it's a little deal. Zombies are the undead fits the theme for this month. See you in the next video.
Watch my doctor.
I'm gonna rip shit up. Even close, freak bag.
I require more money.
Damn, I need to kill more freak bags first. Damn, I need to kill more freak bags first.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, this is embarrassing.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I just as I come back, I got
Yep.